Johnson, fraud and a criminal who lies, repression and socialism for black slaves, free buses for abortions from out of state, allows teens to take over streets and cause chaos, borrows 1.3 billion to give out to his crony non-profits. The FBI needs to arrest Mayor Brandon Johnson and his CTU Mafia propaganda. Affordability is a scam. Brandon Johnson is the tax. Brandon is the scam. Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson is a fraud and a criminal who lies. Repercussions and socialism for black slaves. Free buses for abortions from out of state. Allows teens to take on the streets and cause chaos. Borrows 1.3 billion to give out to his crony non-profits. The FBI needs to arrest Mayor Brandon Johnson and his CTU Mafia propaganda. Affordability is a scam. Brandon Johnson is the tax. Brandon is the scam. Oh, Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson is a fraud and a criminal who lies. Repercussions and socialism for black slaves. Free buses for abortions from out of state. Allows teens to take over streets and cause chaos. Borrows 1.3 billion to give out to his crony non-profits. The FBI needs to arrest Mayor Brandon Johnson and his CTU propaganda. Affordability is a scam. Brandon Johnson is the tax. Brandon is the scam. Oh, Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson is a fraud, a criminal who lies. Repercussions and socialism for black slaves. Free buses for abortions from out of state. Allows teens to take over streets and cause chaos. Borrows 1.3 billion to give out to his crony non-profits. The FBI needs to arrest Mayor Brandon Johnson and his CTU Mafia propaganda. Affordability is a scam. Brandon Johnson is the tax. Brandon is the scam. Oh, Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson is a fraud and a criminal who lies. Repercussions and socialism for black slaves. Free buses for abortions from the state. Allows teens to take over streets and cause chaos. Borrows 1.3 billion to give out to his crony non-profits. The FBI needs to arrest Mayor Brandon Johnson and his CTU mafia propaganda. Affordability is a scam. Brandon Johnson is the tax. Brandon is the scam. Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson is a fraud and a criminal who lies. Reverse stems and socialism for black slaves. Free buses for abortions from out of state. Allows teens to take over streets and cause chaos. Both 1.3 billion to give out to his crony non-profits. The FBI needs to arrest
Chicago,
Mayor Brandon Johnson and his CTU mafia propaganda.
assemble the pizza boys.
Affordability is a scam. Brandon Johnson is the tax. Brandon is the scam. Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson is a fraud and a criminal who lies. Reversions and socialism for black slaves. Free buses for abortions from out of state. Allows teens to take over streets and cause chaos. Borrows 1.3 billion to give out to his crony non-profits. The FBI needs to arrest
that again?
Yeah. In 3 years, you've talked to 2 people?
Yeah.
No, in 3 years, I've met 2 men that I thought,
She got a divorce and she has a child.
She's a 9-year-old child too.
Yeah, and so it's obviously.
like, I'm not trying to date, like, I'm not on dating sites, I'm not going out with my girlfriends to meet guys, like, I'm just
Well, then how
saying
do you
that
expect to find anybody?
that's what I'm saying, like, is that maybe that's my fault, like, I'm not
They're not just
trying.
going to fall out of the sky.
Yeah.
And by the
Yeah.
way, dating apps are not a dirty thing. I haven't been on them in years, but it's just like it's seeing people you otherwise wouldn't meet.
Yeah,
As long
no,
as you're
obviously
up
it's
front with who you are.
yeah, obviously I'm not trying hard enough is basically what it is.
Yeah, if that's your picture, and you're a confident woman, I think I've heard you before. You seem smart too.
Yeah.
I think you're being way too hard on yourself. You just need to actually try.
Thank you.
Any women want to step up?
That's the thing. Obviously, I'm not
Man,
trying.
these
And maybe
property
that's,
taxes only go up water,
you
sewer,
know,
car tax.
I
It's a
don't
scam.
know. Maybe that's part of my
Fighting
issue
for
is
all people that
I'm
want to live free from
allowing
taxation
this,
and tax that. I
you
work
know,
for Brown Paul on his personal
I don't know.
tribunal.
Maybe I'm afraid. Maybe I'm afraid to step forward and move forward. I don't know. But yeah, I'm not trying hard enough, obviously.
Yes, it does. All I needed to hear was, "Hey, Cook County
I don't think that
Republican."
she's not trying hard enough.
Well, that's the thing. Like, in my life, I've always been the aggressive one. And like,
But she's the one though.
and now I'm being too passive, you know?
No, I don't think so. But you said that you homeschool your child. You have 100% custody of her. You have to. While running your own business, and then you have to travel for work. I mean, that is like she's obviously she has her hand in.
Yeah.
You know,
I know, but I need to make space and time
You're
for.
the one that used to do a lot of the hunting. You're ready to sit back and be the hunter.
Yeah, and so it's like hard to find this like balance.
I'll bring you to your house if you'll tie me down. I'm just saying.
Your lifestyle don't support how you plan to meet somebody.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Struggling against.
You're gonna have to schedule it in.
Well, the timing maybe isn't right. Like, I don't know. Maybe
No, it's
this
not
is.
that.
What about 11 p.m.?
It's your lifestyle.
I go up to your window.
Does not fit how you plan to meet somebody. Like, nobody is ever gonna meet you in the gym or in the store or because all of your time is spent already doing things.
Right.
And a lot of that, from what it seems like, is gonna be in the house. So in order for you to come out, you're gonna have to schedule it, and like what Steven said with the dating app. So whatever, you're gonna have to find a way to communicate with people that fits within what you're already doing.
And that is where dating apps fucked everything up. That is where dating apps fucked everything up. And she's a few years older than me, and so I appreciate this. But like somebody
No, I'm
who
just curious. How many of you have done dating apps and have had?
no, I have.
I have friends that are like, yes, do it, and I have other friends that are like, no, don't do it.
They're a shit. They are a shit show. They are a shit show. But one of the biggest problems, though, is that if we were to look at like, hold on. If we were to look at like, for example, when we were younger, okay, like I would have to. It's like
Tip acronym to improve performance and service.
I would have to
Tip
walk
Johnson
up to,
is just a
I would have to walk
parasite.
up to the woman
family
in person
services
and
provider.
not shoot the
Obviously
shit
doesn't deserve any
with the
tips.
filtered fucking picture or some,
Facts.
whatever. And I would have to, like, hey, strike up a conversation with her, ask her for her number, and like literally, this is like how I got most of the women in my teens, and then I would get their phone number. I would get rejected, absolutely. I was not like this this guy that had even close to a success rate, but how it always ended up working is that I definitely found women, and once again, I was not looking for a girlfriend necessarily. This was me being a male whore. I would absolutely. The payout was immense. I got laid every fucking time.
And you know why that was important, Pepe? because it
acronym
shows
to
intent,
improve
which
performance
the
and service.
dating
Since
apps
Johnson's
don't.
just a parasite
Because
that
I
family
dated
services
both
provider, he
before
obviously
and
doesn't
after
deserve
the
any
internet.
tips. He only
And
understands
before the
tax.
internet, you had no choice. If you were a guy, you had to take a shower, you had to get dressed, you had to have access to a car or have access to some other form of transportation. You had to get yourself to then you had to actually have the nerve to go approach a girl and talk to her and have the balls to ask her for a number. And then if you got the number, you had to call her up. Gee whiz, you want to go on a date. And then you had to have the money to go on a date. And you had to show her that you were serious. All of this showed the woman your intent.
It did, but I caught on pretty young, like in the 19.
Now, compared, and I'm about to land. Now, you just sit there and it's the app, and it's like yes, no, 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 and you're sitting in your house in your pajamas with one titty hanging out or one of your balls hanging out in your underwear, and you're typing, "Oh baby."
No. I agree, and that was the real difference.
Kind of like being on here, right?
No, that was the real difference. Is that like when you have to approach women, the threat of rejection, we are hardwired,
Since Johnson is just a parasite
people,
of the family services
approaching
provider,
a woman
he
and
obviously doesn't deserve any tips.
rejected.
He only understands
If we're to look, throughout evolution, it's approaching the wrong woman would get you fucking killed, literally.
We're supposed to
That's a fact.
I'll be turning on you, Pepe. 1 second here. Good evening.
No, hold on a second.
Just 1 second.
Let me finish. No. Shut up.
Don't
No, not just for a second. But
just a second.
But if we were to look at
Just 1 second.
My
Just 1
girl,
second.
don't interrupt First Lady.
Thank you, Alex.
Let her talk.
I promise I'm going to be Jennifer is really beautiful, and I'm just saying, it's all these men here. Somebody take Jennifer out. That's all I wanted to say, Pepe.
I told her she lives too far.
How big is her ass?
Wow.
No.
You gotta be respectful.
Let's do like that's what I'm saying. No.
Jennifer, Father Drew here. He can give you the most advice on dating. He's probably the best resource for you.
Hold on, I'm doing that to make a point. Why you got to do that? Come on. You don't know who you putting in the pile or in the line, right? To actually, you know what I'm saying? Like date her. So how is we qualifying it? You just telling any man on stage to just shoot their shot at her.
I actually
Yeah.
I actually have
You get up there.
Yeah, I have. This is how I met my wife, and this is how a good friend of mine met her husband, and this is how a few other people I know. I've said it before. Sorry, folks, if you heard it. Buy the book by Love Types, called Love Types by Alexander Avila. Long story short, read it, do what it says, and that will put you in the position to meet a man that you're compatible with. That's the short story. The other story is, if you got time to be on Clubhouse, you got time to meet men and go out. If you go and sit in a coffee shop, get out of your house and meet someone. Don't sit online.
I have a 9-year-old in bed right now, so can't really go to a coffee shop.
Jennifer, no, I know. Make excuses. Don't make excuses. Figure it out. That's the only way it lives.
You're right.
Effort on both ends.
You're right.
You have to make space.
Yeah. No, you're right. I need to stop making excuses. I need to stop. Yeah. You're right.
And here's a little bit of personal
That
information.
poll is absolutely hilarious. Did you make that, Matt?
Yeah. Yeah.
What kind of car do you
What was the
drive?
book that you recommended?
Absolutely.
Jennifer, what kind of car do you drive?
I'll put it in the chat again.
I have a Toyota Highlander.
Okay, so if you were to, like, I was
Is
just
that a
like,
bad
what?
thing? I don't know.
No. I'm just saying, like, if you were in a Toyota Highlander and I was running, and then you put a bag over my face, and then just like put me in the back seat, and you took me home.
It's too weird. It's just too much.
Baby, I
It's not too much
for me.
Keep it to yourself.
No, Jay, I understand you're trying to be, you know, the uber feminist here.
No, I'm not. I'm just.
But if you're to
I'd like the
try to
marriage
like
trial
back-
will instruct the
you say
CPD to
it's
arrest
gross,
Brandon
but
Johnson for fraud.
I don't know that she
CT
thinks it's
president
gross, but
assassination
I
for
love that
fraud
women
in
are starting
RICO.
to chime in. I
Robert
appreciate
Revere
it.
was and is just the tip of the iceberg.
Nah, I was gonna say
if you bagged me and said like you're mine, like a gay woman, you know that would almost be like, you know, okay in a way.
I don't know. What do you look like now? Because right now your picture looks like you could be my son.
Now?
Don't let her talk to you like that, Pepe.
Okay, so like my picture. So
you just got
okay.
friend zone, whether you realize it or not.
No, but I've never hook up with a woman from this app. Everybody knows that. I don't hook up with women from this app.
I was joking.
I didn't know that, Pepe. Everybody knows that? Everybody knows Pepe wouldn't hook up with a woman from this app. Oh my god, everybody knows that now.
This picture's from a couple of years ago, but
Is this the Jersey Shore one or a different one?
my PTR now,
No, what's the other one that you had earlier? What was that one? The real tall looking one. Let me see what you got.
Pepe, what's your real first name? Is it Peter? Is it Mark? Is it, Matthew? What's your real name? Because calling you Pee-Pee and Pepe is a clown name. I actually have a porcelain doll that I bought on eBay. It's called a Pepe clown. And it's got a little wind-up thing in the back. Going and going and going and going.
Sounds like he's trying to hook up with you, Pepe. You know what I'm saying?
John Kitover is a dirty faggot. He belongs in a mental institution. It's fine.
I don't know. Am I the only single person in this room? Is anyone else having a hard time dating these days?
See, you have, like, if that's you and you're a PTR, you have a great smile. And that's one of the, from my perspective, that's one of the greatest attributes about women, is their smile.
Oh, brother, go ahead and dip in some of that milk now.
I'm just telling how it is.
He
man.
found his milk with
That smile.
magnesia. He wants to swirl. He wants her to swirl in the inkwell and darken it. It's fine.
You all need to stop. You all need to.
Right.
That is
Get
my
out the
smile.
way,
I don't know who
Galaxy,
said that, but
you
thank you.
So I was tying it back to what Alan.
What advice do you give her?
I was tying it back to what Alan was saying.
Galaxy, do you have some advice for Jennifer? Give Galaxy a chance.
Who's Galaxy?
Do is not give a fuck.
Galaxy is a fat gay man that likes to talk shit.
Any advice? I didn't hear what you said. Mikhail?
I'm gonna come to you.
Okay, whatever.
All right, I'm gonna finish what I was saying.
I think you're right. I think you're onto something. Keep going.
Yeah, like it ties back to what Alan was saying. If nobody has a chance to see your smile, then you have a 0% chance.
Free buses for abortion from out of state allows teens to take over streets and cause chaos. Tomorrow's one fully free billion to give out to his crony nonprofits. The FBI needs to arrest Mayor Brandon Johnson and his C2 mafia propaganda. Affordability is a scam.
Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson, fraud and a criminal who lied. First in socialism for black slaves, free buses for abortions from out of state, allows teens to take over streets and cause chaos, borrows 1/3 billion to give out to his crony non-profits. The FBI needs to arrest Mayor Brandon Johnson and his C2 mafia propaganda. Affordability is a scam. Brandon Johnson is a tax. Brandon is a scam. Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson is a fraud and a criminal who lies. For Christians and socialism for black slaves, free buses for abortions from out of state, allows teens to take over streets and cause chaos, borrows 1.3 billion to give out to his crony non-profits. The FBI needs to arrest Mayor Brandon Johnson and his C2 mafia propaganda. Affordability is a scam. Brandon Johnson is a tax. Brandon is the scam. Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson is a fraud and a criminal who lies. Revolutions and socialism for black slaves, free buses for abortions from out of state, allows teens to take over streets and cars, chaos, borrows 1.3 billion to give out to his crony non-profits. The FBI needs to arrest Mayor Brandon Johnson and his C2 mafia propaganda. Affordability is a scam. Brandon Johnson is a tax. Brandon is the scam. Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnston is a fraud and a criminal who lies. Repressions and socialism for black slaves. Free buses for abortions from out of state. That allows teens to take over streets and cause chaos. Borrows 1.3 billion to give out to his crony non-profits. The FBI needs to arrest Mayor Brandon Johnson and his C2 mafia propaganda. Affordability is a scam. Brandon Johnson is the tax. Brandon is the scam. Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson is a fraud and a criminal who lies. Repressions and socialism for black slaves. Free buses for abortions from out of state. cause chaos. Borrows 1.3 billion to give out to his crony non-profits. The FBI needs to arrest Mayor Brandon Johnson and his C2 mafia propaganda. Affordability is Brandon Johnson is the tax. Brandon is the scam. Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson is a fraud and a criminal who lies. Repressions and socialism for black slaves. Free buses for abortions from out of state. Allows teens to take over streets and cause chaos. Borrows 1.3 billion to give out to his crony non-profits. The FBI needs to arrest Mayor Brandon Johnson and his two mafia propaganda. Affordability is a scam. Brandon Johnson is the tax. Brandon is the scam.
Absolutely matches Homelanders. The original plan was to knock Boulder out and haul him back to the lab for testing, but they severely underestimated his massive bulk. Smoke together, the entire crew couldn't budge an inch, left with no choice, grinding heavy power tools against boulders and penetrable steel.
You drive me crazy.
Virus airport, and Boulder has superhuman
Drive me crazy.
Hey. For hours.
Your body is lazy. Lately it's lazy. Girl, you drive me crazy. Driving me crazy. slow, no need to race. I ain't got diamonds, I ain't got gold, but love in my heart makes me feel rich in my soul. No worries, no sorrow, just dancing like there's no tomorrow. Life's a song, I'll sing it loud, so when I'm gone, I'll leave no doubt. I wanna smile when I go, no tears, just love. Leave my footprints in the stars above. Don't need money, don't need fame, just wanna know I gave more than I took I've made mistakes, but I learned to forgive. 'Cause what's the point if you're scared to live? I won't take a thing when I close my laughter, dance in the sky. Oh, if tonight's my last ride, let me go with the rhythm inside. One last step, one last groove, leave the world with a melody smooth. I wanna smile when I go, no tears, just love. Leave my footprints in the stars above. Don't need money, don't need fame, just wanna know I gave more than I took Morning light paints colors in my mind, chasing shadows that I used to find. Every heartbeat's a chance to start writing stories straight from the heart. I walked through storms and felt the rain, but sunshine always follows pain. No regrets, just lessons learned. Every scar, a page that's burned. No worries, no sorrow, just dancing like there's no tomorrow. Life's a song, I'll sing it loud, so when I'm gone, I'll leave no doubt. I wanna smile when I go, no tears, just love. Leave my footprints in the stars above. Don't need money, don't need fame, just wanna know I gave more than I took away. Oh, if tonight's my last ride, let me go with the rhythm inside. One last step, one last groove, leave the world with a melody smooth. I wanna smile when I go, no tears, just love. Leave my footprints in the stars above. Don't need money, don't need fame, just wanna know I gave more than I took away. This is my last night, let it be bright. Music in the air, my soul feeling light. Let them remember me, not for what I had, but for every smile I made last. I walked away from easy answers, from the comfort of delay. I chose the weight of discipline over dreams that fade away. I've learned the cost of staying late when no one's watching, no one's near. Every doubt I didn't follow brought me closer to right here. It's not luck, it's not fate, it's the choice I make. Sacrifice, it's the line I had to cross. Sacrifice, it's the measure of the cause. Sacrifice, what I give before I gain, what I lose to change my name. I felt the pull of giving up, of settling for almost true. But I know the weight of regret is heavier than seeing it through. I don't need the noise of crowds, I don't need a perfect sign. If it asks for everything, nothing real comes free. You already know the price.
Like you drive me psychotic, neurotic, erratic. The way you move your hips is like a potent narcotic. Infected, I'm addicted to friction, symbolic smoke. Mama dabbing, listen speaking, I'm seeking the logic. And how you arch your spine, fine. Tectonic plate shifting, I'm drifting. Your ocean is toxic, but I'm a deep sea diver, survivor, demonic. With the stroke of a genius, I'm lean and laconic. Hey, you drive me mental, detrimental, accidental. Love is a wet thing, I'm checking it in. So your anatomy's poetry, flowing in gentle. The way you ride, if you leave per rap. Damn. Intravenous, your genius, I'm feeling your Venus. Fly trap, snap back, the gap is between us. I'm balling like Spalding, you calling, you seen us. Eyes a kite like the blood, don't demean us. I'm untouchable, crushable, blushing, you lush. You a goddess, I'm modest, I'm in a rush. To get inside your psyche, you like me, hush. Lick one mercury flowing, I'm blowing, no brush. Looking like God, so your lasso was tight. Killing the goofy who look that he dying the light. Girl, you drive me crazy, you're driving me crazy. Hey, your body amazing, lately you spacey. Girl, you drive me crazy, smooth, driving me crazy. Yo, the bloom got me hazy. Hey, your loving is lazy. No more chemistry, Mexi, you test me, you bless me. I'm a king in the sheets, don't you dare try and dress me. Exoskeleton breaking, you shaking, you press me against the wall like a mural, you purely possess me. I'm a beast in the field, yield, reveal the visceral feel of the steel and the seal. You my heroine, willing to reel of the cinematic, erratic, dramatic appeal. I'm losing my cool, yeah, I'm losing my lid. I take a little sip and I forget what I did. I'm saying things that I never should say. I'm wasting a whole life just wasting away. I'm obsessed with the body you hold in my hand. You're the queen of the castle, I'm just a man. I'm spending all my money to make you smile. Going the extra mile, going the extra mile. I forget my lane when you walk in the room. I'm breathing in the perfume, I'm saying it too soon. I'm shaking like a leaf, I'm pale in the face. I'm running a race just to win first place. I'm a victim of love, yeah, I'm struck by the Cupid. I'm feeling stupid the way that you do it. I'm looking at you and I'm going blind. You're messing with my mind, you're messing with my mind. Yeah, girl, you drive me crazy. You're driving me crazy. Hey, your body amazing. Lately you space. Girl, you drive me crazy. Driving me crazy. The blonde got me hazy. Hey, your loving is lazy.
Please stop breathing. Your trial has expired.
Now they billing me still, Key in me pocket, still charging me still, Screen say update, now I'm locked out in features. Own all the bits, but I'm leasing the teachers. Paper and ink, got a gate and a meter. Counting me pages like some dodgy geezer. Gaff got a door, but it wants permission. Pay for the motion, I own the position. They rent you the access, say it's a favor. Sign on the line, just to open your chamber. I don't own nothing, they invoice me senses. Monthly deductions, it racks up expenses. I don't own nothing, they invoice me senses. Tap to continue, agree to defenses. I don't own nothing, they invoice me senses. Upgrade your status, unlock the pretenses. I don't own nothing, they invoice me senses. Terms get switched and they tighten the lenses. Doctor run whole while the system refreshing. Clock on the wall, they delay in the session. Cut to the brain, but the license done lapsed. Ring up a rep while the pressure gets mad. Mac on the pool like he runs the division. Sales in the room while you're under incision. Chip in your head, got a tear for your vision. Basic perception and pay for precision. They rent you the access, say it's a favor. Sign on the line, just to open your chamber. I don't own nothing, they invoice me senses. Monthly deductions, it racks up expenses. I don't own nothing, they invoice me senses. Tap to continue, agree to defenses. I don't own nothing, they invoice me senses. Upgrade your status, unlock the pretenses. I don't own nothing, they invoice me senses. Terms get switched and they tighten the lenses. Body on leash, got a plan for your breathing. Miss one payment, they limit your seeing. Based on the surge when the market is peaking. On the mind they're fleeting. They rent you the access, say it's a favor. Sign on the line just to open your chamber. They invoice me
census, monthly deductions, it racks up expenses. I don't own nothing. They invoice me census, tap to continue, agree to the fences. I don't own nothing. They invoice me census, upgrade your status, unlock the pretenses. I don't own nothing. They invoice me census, terms get switched and they tighten the lenses.
Did not ride.
Like the countdown just begins. Slow spin.
He did not run.
Every scroll just leads to him. Full page. Pulling traffic to the booth. His name
Let me ask you this.
on your lips like something new. Pull that ballot from your pocket. Right here. Say I don't
First
usually even
scenario,
talk.
I'm a good Christian man,
You
right?
wanna
I
know
say,
that?
say, sweetie, God doesn't want you to hurt yourself, okay? Don't do that. Okay, that's scenario one. Scenario two, I say, well, it's good that you did want to glorify God, sweetie. Your intent was in the right place, but you weren't going about it in the right way. So let's not do that. Let's glorify God in a different way. Which scenario is better with your daughter here?
Wait, what's the say? I'm sorry, I keep missing because
Do I need to say the third option?
yeah, there's one where she's hitting herself.
No. All the facts are the same in both scenarios. It's just a respond way, okay? So the first scenario, I just say, I'm a good Christian man, remember? And I say, sweetie, God doesn't want you to hurt yourself, okay? Don't do that. Okay, second scenario, I say, sweetie, well, your intention was good.
We laugh at the chaos in the mix. One vote for a city we can fix. You let his message build the drama, so real. But we can heat up every dollar. Said tonight you want nothing. He could be your better option. You got me, you got me. Doing up the midnight moves, oh yeah, right here. On the screen inside my room, click on his name, tired of the same, ready for changes. We're making up. You got me, doing up the midnight moves, typing like I'm stuck on truth. If this is your moment, roll it, don't blow it. Only these are the midnight moves. You, yeah. Lights fade, but the votes go round. Don't slow. Where things running all through the town. If this is just a one-night try, then let's stay up and give that right. Give it that. You got me doing up the midnight move right here on the screen inside my room. Click on his name, tired of the same, ready for changes. We're breaking the rules. You got me, ooh yeah, doing up the midnight move. To the midnight club's going through, slipping like I'm stuck on truth. This is a moment I don't wanna blow it. Only these happen midnight moves for you, oh you, yeah you. Hey. You're logging like the countdown just begins. Slow spin. Every scroll just leads to him. Vote page. Pulling traffic to the booth. His name on your
like something new. You put a belly from your pocket, right? Say I don't usually even talk it, but tonight you want an option. He could be your better option. You got me doing after midnight moves, yeah, right here on the screen inside my room. Click on his name, tired of the same, ready for changes. We're breaking the rules. Oh, you got me doing after midnight moves, typing like I'm stuck on truth. If this is a moment, oh no, no glory, only these after midnight moves for you. Real talk, but the text is on my mind. Scroll lines, junk it over, it's your time. We laugh at the chaos in the mix. One boy for a city we can fix. You let his message build the drama. Stories, whisper we can heat up every dollar. So tonight you want an option. He could be your better option. You got me doing after midnight moves. Oh yeah, right here on the screen inside my room. Click on his name, tired of the same, ready for changes. We're breaking the rules. You got me doing after midnight moves. I'm stuck on the truth. Oh, if this is a moment, I don't know, gonna blow it. Only these after midnight moves. But yeah. Lights fade, but the votes go round. Don't slow, where blinks running all through the town. If this is just a one night try, then let's stay up, give it that ride. You got me doing after midnight move, right here on the screen inside my room. Click on his name, tired of the same, ready for changes. We're breaking the rules. You got me doing after midnight moves. Like a midnight moves, sleeping like I'm stuck on truth. This is a moment, I don't wanna blow it. Only these after midnight moves for you, you. Feeling our shoulder, mud on our heads. We buried our brother. We drew these lines in sand. Smoke on the daylight, ash in our lungs, but we carry each other. Every daughter, every son. Raise that banner over broken crowns. Hear the thunder of a freeborn sound. We were shadows, now we're standing.
Dr. Patel is the drunk.
Towns for every whisper, don't back down for the last charge through the dark ground. We answer freedom. Steel in our shoulders, mud on our hands. We buried our brothers. We drew these lines in sand. Smoke on the daylight. Ash in our lungs. We carried each other. Every daughter, every son. Raise that banner of broken crowns. Hear the thunder of freeborn sound. We were shadows, now we're standing proud. This is our victory, singing loud.
Text, black, text.
Through the falling round. We never bow. Raise that banner over broken crowns. This is our victory, singing loud. Hey!
It really is.
Names on the letter, stained with the rain. We swore to the silence.
Look here now.
Their sacrifice, our flame. Footprints like prayer lines, cut through the night. We followed that faint star, straight into the light. Raise that banner over broken crowns. Hear the thunder of a freeborn sound. We were shadows, now we're standing proud. This is our victory. burn towns, for every whisper, don't back down, for the last charge through the dark ground. We answer freedom now. Raise that banner of broken crowns, hear the thunder of a freeborn sound. We were shadows, now we're standing proud. This is our victory, sing it loud. Through the fire, through the falling round, held the line, we never bow. Raise that banner of broken crowns. This is our victory, sing it loud. Victory! Dust on the boots, ash in the sky, names on the letter, folded, tucked inside. He kissed the dirt, swore to come home, dog tags cold, radio. She traced his face in a torn photo. Pray through the night, don't let him go. To one banner, we rise, we answer. Every star, star inside. Names on a letter folded, tucked inside.
He kissed the dirt, swore to come home. Dog tags cold, radio low. She traced his face in a torn photo. Pray through the night, don't let him go.
Under one banner, we rise, we answer. Every star, story written in red and white from the hills and the harbors. Every God, every father, we stand our ground and we don't back down tonight. We don't back down tonight. On a foreign road, fire in the dark, but their courage glowed. Every brother falling, lifted by a hand, pushing through the thunder, light in the sand. Under one banner, we rise, we answer. Every star, story written in red, white from the plains to the water. Every son, every daughter, we hold this line and we don't back down tonight. We don't back down. Did you hear them call? Keep your heart stand tall. Every flag that flies carries on that prize. We won't forget. We won't forget. Under one banner, we rise, we answer. Every star, promise burning in red and white from the first to the foreign. Every name we're calling, we won that fight, 'cause we never lost the right to stand Blade of fate, turn the clash to quiet slate, twist their fury into frost, make their numbers come a blow. Put patterns in our breath, not the angles, see back death, where they charge and blind and loud. Let us cut through cloud by cloud. Oh God of victory and reason, stand in the smoke, stand in our eyes, guide every hand, every strike, every stride. We carry your will to the other side. Crown us in carnage, crown us in flame, stand by a banner, speak through a name. We march, we roar, we tear through the sky with the might of 1,000. We never feed us secrets of the hidden gears. Kill us, steal us from the grip of doubt and fear. Name you, claim you in the crash of bone and wire. Raise us, blaze us in a crown of ciphered fire. Oh God of victory and reason, rise, stand in the smoke, stand in our eyes, guide every hand, every strike, every stride. We carry your will.